Okay, my name is Moyin Awosika. I am Miss Nigeria UK 2023. I'm 28 years old. I'm Nigerian. I'm Yoruba. I am currently an infrastructure project officer. I work in finance and tech industry. I love to cook. I love to eat. I love traveling. I love having fun. I love meeting new people. I love helping people most of all. I'm looking to use Miss Nigeria UK to help as many people, both here in the UK and back home in Nigeria. I just love having a great time really. That's just me. The way I got into it, I wasn't actually looking for it. I wasn't searching. I was an asset manager. One of my clients works in the finance and tech industry, and he just loved the way I work. And he was like, "I think you'd be so great as a project manager. Like, what do you think about that?" And I thought, I don't know. Like, I'm actually enjoying my current role. I'm happy there, earning decent money. Like, do you know what? Let me just give it a go. Like, I'm always open to trying new things, especially if it's gonna like further my career and increase the paycheck. I went, met him, had an interview. He told me like it's gonna be like double my pay. I was like, hey, of course I'm interested. But then again, it was like I did see a chance of like further progression, and they're like, it's never ending. I am right now as a project officer, but after that you become a junior PM, and then you become a senior PM, so that's project manager. After that you can become a program manager, become like the head of like a department. It's on, and progression is quite quick as well. Also, in terms of the development, you can just book on a course. So I had to do like the Prince 2 course, which I'm currently doing. I've recently just passed the first half, in the process of doing the second half. That's why I decided to go into this, and yeah, it pays really well. It's a very good industry to be in, and you're obviously like mentally stimulated constantly. Working with some brilliant, amazing people. Not always the best communicators, but there's always something to learn. Yeah. As a project officer, I support the project managers on the team. So what the project managers do and what I do is we communicate with like the software engineers, the techie guys. They're great, they're really, really smart, but they kind of lack communication skills. Not in a bad way, but they just focus on their job. It's our job to make sure that everyone involved in the project is communicating properly. We're reporting regularly to the sponsors, who are the people that obviously give the money for the project, and make sure that everything is done in a timely manner, just managing the whole project really. And where I work, one of the projects I'm currently doing, we're upgrading a lot of the servers. So there's like literally 700 plus servers to upgrade within a year, and we have to like stick within a budget. So it's just managing everything, the finances, and there's also like governances that you have to do. So a lot of reporting and just keeping on top of everything. It can be a lot, but it's never the same thing every day. That's why it's very enjoyable. When we migrate into Microsoft 365, and you would think that every company has Microsoft 365, but the industry that I work at is a very big financial industry that we need to make sure that before we actually start using any new apps or any new software, we need to make sure that it is actually safe and that it can't be cyber attacked, no phishing or whatever. We liaise with like other banks, like they've used Microsoft 365, there's been no cyber attack. So great, now we're going to onboard like all our servers and everything onto Microsoft 365. With my role, I can only really speak about my role. You don't actually have to go to uni or study project management at university. I didn't study project management. I studied law, and like I said, like it just kind of fell into my lap. You can always I think the best thing would be to do a Prince 2 course if you want to go into project management. So I'll say, do that, and then just apply for jobs, and also like networking. Use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great. Networking a lot. Since I actually updated my LinkedIn saying that I passed just the foundation of Prince 2, I've been getting, even though I'm not looking, I've been getting a lot of like contacts and like calls, emails from a lot of recruiters in banking industry, like Barclays. I even had, I think Uber, I can't remember, it was one of those companies, but obviously I'm not looking, so I'm very happy where I'm at. But yeah, I think always like develop yourself. So after I do Prince 2, I'm gonna go and do another course that's definitely going to like set me apart and like make me better. I would say like definitely work hard. Like if you're still in school, college, university, definitely work hard. Like face those books. Yeah, you need to like make sure you get those good grades because they will definitely be looking at that anyway. Be open-minded, get work experience if you can, like internships. Don't be afraid to apply. Just keep applying, keep applying. You'll definitely get an answer. And I'll say like just be good with what you do. Me being in this industry now, which I think is a very great industry to be in. I'm only in this because in my previous role, one of my clients liked the way that I worked and he really just admired my work ethic. So I think whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it well. Do it to the best of your abilities and be good to people. People are watching and they will definitely reach out to you. I think the most important thing as a project manager is to be very organised. You have to be very organised. You have to prioritise as well. What I do is I make sure that I use a calendar, fully utilise a calendar, make sure that I think just prioritising, like whatever you think is like more urgent, obviously you deal with that first. Another important thing to do is definitely to delegate if you can. You can't do everything yourself. As a project manager, actually, we don't do anything. We don't do any of like the tech stuff. We don't do it. We just delegate. We say, okay, software engineer, this is what you're doing. Are you doing this? Okay, you've done that. Great. Now that he's done, the developer, are you doing this? Like, it's just making sure like you're communicating with everyone, you're organizing everything well. Like, you have to make sure you keep a record of everything as well. Always back up yourself. That's another thing that I would say as a project manager, have everything written down, because if it was one thing that people can do is say that you didn't tell them to do this, and when things go left, you have the evidence to say that yes, no, it's written down, I did say this. So always like back up yourself. But yeah, prioritize, organize, and communication. Those are the three main skills. And obviously like just doing the job. Like don't leave it last minute. Don't procrastinate. As a project manager, you cannot leave anything last minute. You have to do it. With Miss Nigeria UK, one of the main reasons why I decided to go into it was because I believe that I could be what I am, a positive role model, and I'm so passionate about the young generation, the young girls coming in. I've got a younger sister, and honestly, like I admire her so much, and I see a lot of other young women. Like there's so much potential, and I feel like growing up, although I had an excellent role model in my mother, I didn't really see women doing things like what I'm doing now. I didn't really have someone I could talk to, or like someone I could actually look up to and be like, oh, like she's really hardworking, like, and she looks beautiful, and like she's doing, like I never really had that. That is definitely something that one of the reasons why I decided to take part in Miss Nigeria UK, and I'm hoping to use the platform that I have to encourage and inspire as many young women as possible. Go into the tech industry, go into that finance industry, get that job that you want, regardless of if you think, oh, it's male dominated, or you know, I'm a woman. Listen, we're in 2023, baby. Like, you can do anything that you want to do. You can be an engineer, you can be one of the techie software guys. We actually have a lot of them at work. Actually, to be fair, it's not a lot of women, but there are some women, and I completely admire them. And when you just see them, it's just like, wow, like you're actually doing what the men are doing, sometimes even better, because women can be, you know, we're a lot more diligent, no shade, we pay a lot more attention to detail. So I just want to encourage young women, like, you can be a business and you can do anything. And if if I can be a testament to that, I want to do that. Do it so they can see what I'm doing, and you know, even if there's one person out there that I changed their life, they can go on and, you know, change other people, and like that's a positive domino effect there. I think AI is great. Like, it's making life so much easier for everyone. I know that people are a bit paranoid with, like, you know, I see a lot of things on Twitter. It's like, oh, don't put your picture up there because, you know, they could like clone your image or all of that stuff. And I'm not really sure whether that's possible. It probably is, but I don't know. I haven't really looked much into that. But I think AI, if it's used in the right way, can make your life so much easier. Like, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of ChatGPT. we're in the day and age where technology is taking over and everyone's got to get with the program. In my role right now, I don't use AI much. Actually, to be fair, if I do want to like say do a reporting something, I do try and go on like apps that can help me, you know, like do my reporting quickly. Because if I have a deadline, I have like 5 deadlines within, you know, a certain amount of time, I will just, you know, copy the information that I need into AI, and I wouldn't take it word for word, like especially if you're in university, do not use the word for word, but I just, you know, get some ideas from it, and it will literally cut my time from like doing something that could maybe be like 5 hours would actually take me about an hour. So I'd say like in my role, that's how AI has helped me. I'm not really sure about the techie guys, but with me anyway, in terms of like my reporting and like maybe if I need to send like a long email explaining something, I can just use AI and speeds it up for me really. So even if you don't have a tech background, I know so many people that have like actually started like Scrum Master, like doing so many different things. Like you can even pick up like a software development course. Like honestly, education is key. Keep learning, keep developing yourself. For me, the great people in my company that I know like are doing great, they're constantly developing themselves. So do not stay stagnant. Keep learning, keep moving, keep eating right, stay hydrated, mind your business, and make your money. So you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Moyin Awosika. And you can also follow Miss Nigeria UK to find out more about my Miss Nigeria UK journey. But thank you so much for listening, and I really wish you guys all the best.